Now that your horse is in position, the instructor and the horse handler will be making sure that the horse is square before the rider gets on her horse. In this demonstration, what we're showing is a croup mount, and she will be getting on the horse very much like you will see a Western or English rider mounting their horse. They'll be putting their hands down in the front, and they'll be bringing their leg over the back of the horse, which is known as the croup. My position now is to support her leg as it's coming over when necessary. So you're always watching to make sure that the rider is not dragging their toe across the butt of the horse, because we don't want that to become uncomfortable for our horses here. But if I have to support, I'm going to support underneath at a joint, not in the middle of the leg, not at a toe. I'm going to support at the joint, and if necessary, I will grab under the knee as well. There never should be any kind of touching that would require you to grab on, unless of course it's an emergency. But we want everything to be supportive so that the rider completely feels as independent as possible. So for this training purpose, I'm going to show you complete support. Maya, go ahead and have a seat. And as soon as she can control her body and there's no risk to the horse, I'm going to let her go. This particular mount is called a crest mount because of the crest of the neck, and this rider will have to bring her legs over the front. And so the instructor will be sitting her gently down, and once she's ready, she will be lifting her knees, and you've got to be able to catch it. So I'm going to put support right here on the shoulder so that she does not topple over backwards when the leg is coming over. And then I've got to use this hand again to support that knee and bring it over and down on the belt. At no time during either one of those mounts do you take hold of the gait belt that the instructor holds onto, unless she asks you otherwise. We've just shown you the two basic mounts that we do here at Red Arena, one over the crest of the neck, one over the croup. And whether the rider is in a therapy pad or an English saddle or Western saddle, both of those mounts will basically look the same. You'll take your instructions from the instructor, and at no time, unless she's asked you specifically, at no time do you have a hold of the gait belt that she's holding onto. Now it's time to exit the ramp, and once the instructor and horse handler are on the same page and you're exiting, you'll want to stay even with this girth belt, which is right under the rider's leg. You don't want to rush down first. You've got to stay back here and even with the horse at whatever pace that horse is walking, so that you are coming down and staying with your rider in case they need support. So we'll go ahead and start that. Walk out of the ramp area. The instructor will stop the session to make sure everything's in place before we go forward. It's very important at this time not to assist your instructor. She's going to be checking the girth to make sure that it's tight enough, and if you're doing it as well on this side in order to help out, she might get a false reading of what's tight enough. If the rider's in a saddle, she's also going to be looking to make sure that the stirrups are the proper length and that stirrups are adjusted properly. Again, don't do anything unless she's asked you to do so. In the event that she does have you help out, again, it will be a common courtesy for you to ask your rider, may I move your leg, in the event that you're helping adjust a stirrup, and you'll say, may